So Marvel has been under fire, especially on TikTok, about going the female route for the most part. Some people say woke, going the female route. So Ironheart dropped, which apparently I was listening to some of the comic book heads. It wasn't a good comic book, a comic. So she's supposed to kind of be the air replacement to Tony Stark's, and it never really hit. And they've already officially ended the show. I don't know if they're going to release the whole season 1. I watched the first episode, or part of it, then I seen a Transformer on there, and I'm like, nah, I can't do it no more. I was good on it. The beginning wasn't even good enough for me to even look past that. So, you gotta understand the whole Disney thing. They destroyed Star Wars with the whole Rey Skywalker thing. A lot of people didn't like that. She-Hulk, I mean, I felt like this, what was the girl, I liked the Scarlet Witch TV show. That was good, with the Olsen twin sister in there, and the Black Widow was cool too. But for the most part, they go on with this whole female movement in Marvel. And I'm gonna talk about this on the Free Game 89 channel. The link's in the description, and it's inside the link tree. Females in male places, in male spaces, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more in depth, deeper on that. But if you ever pay attention, women have always tried to be in the men's spaces. Now, they told us don't approach women anymore. Now they want to go to the cigar lounge, is where the men at. They want to go to the sporting events looking for men, with not even the intention of approaching them. You know what I'm saying? And Marvel's no different. Whatever we create, spaces we create, they want to be a part of it. Even you look at internet talk as far as relationship and manosphere. These dudes created the manosphere. Then they started off acting like they supported the manosphere. Then, spun a pink pill and do all this hatred towards men and act like they was with them. Wherever we are, they want to be there. Whether it's basketball, football, they want lingerie football leagues. They want basketball leagues. They want to box. And what it really boils down to, they want this equality to men. Selective equality. That's what it is. But a lot of people, and that's why I wanted to do this video, a lot of people say, I support the LGBTQ plus community. I support this woke cause. I support, the women. Excuse me. I support the women. Oh, damn. I'll be on regular microphone, but I support the women who, being in men's spaces and being in making more money, but they verbally say they support it, but when it come out to, spending their money, when it come out to spending their time, when it come out to spending their attention towards it, they know where to be found. You know what I'm saying? So the verbal, like it's kind of with the president thing, where a lot of people say F Trump, but a lot of people were saying F Trump really voted for Trump. And that messed some people up in the head. So y'all really, virtual reality or social media is it's a virtual reality. It's not reality. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to, actually making that transfer from virtual reality to reality, a lot of people are two different people. So Marvel has to figure that out, that they have to get back to masculinity and to what the comic books were about. It was a space for young boys and teenagers to encourage them to read and read about superheroes and get back to that. You're trying to make a men's space, or a male space, or a boy space, or young men's space into a female space, and the females are not buying it. The females are not supporting it en masse, because if it really boiled down to it, they would have supported She-Hulk. They would have supported Ironheart. They would have supported all these females, Rey Skywalker and Marvel, Ashik and all that other stuff they had going. They would have supported it, and they haven't. So get back to your core fan base, which is the men and the young boys and get back to making content for them. Because now you took your core fan base for granted. Are they gonna support it regardless whatever we do? And y'all got these feminist writers and these backdooria writers out there, and they trash. And a lot of people just saying, oh nah. Or the last good project they did was, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And you gotta remember, James Gunn went over to DC. Me personally, I like the Captain America last show, you know, movie they did. I like the Thunderbolts, you know, but also in between all of this woke writing that they doing, you know, you have to understand this part of it too, is that they doing a character changeover. So a lot of the characters that people knew just off of, you know, notoriety, whether it was, you know, Iron Man, Captain America, you know, Black Panther, whoever it may be, now they have to introduce more characters. Now they introducing the Red Hawk. Now they introducing, you know, the Black Widow's sister and the Thunderbolts. You know, they kind of putting a spotlight on that. Like when Steve Rogers gave up the mantle and gave it to Anthony Mackie's character, and now they, you know, you're gonna hear about Molecule Man and Reed Richards and Old Girl's son, and you're going to start to hear about, you know, Dr. Doom going through the different realities trying to conquer stuff. You're going to start hearing about people that may not be as popular as the Hulk, as you know, some of these other characters. That's Thor. You're going to start to hear about other people, and you know, people don't really like to change as much. They don't want to like to learn or know what it really is, or learn what it really is. So now they have to integrate, you know, guys like the Fantastic Four, find ways to integrate, you know, the X-Men, so people can make that transition, you know. But they also having to change over in characters because they're supposed to kill off the Avengers. So yeah. So also, in addition to them trying to go all full feminist mode, is like they're also having to change over in character. So I think they should get back to basics and just start doing things for men again. You know what I'm saying? Just start doing stuff for men again. You wouldn't go on the Lifetime channel and still, you know, start showing, you know, the NBA and the NFL and still expect to keep your core Lifetime audience. Would you know? You know, so that's how I feel about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Check out my Detroit channel, Cash App, Venmo, CJ Good 313. All that's inside the link tree. It's the first link in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.